This is a no bulldust guide to staying productive 98% of your day. Keep watching this if you want to save thousands of hours of wasted time. Optimize your environment. Environment plays a gigantic role in whether you will be productive or not. I will explain why. If you have distractions and temptations in your environment, these will interrupt your focus often, shattering your attention and making you work less efficiently. For example, if you keep hearing noises, or if people come to talk to you every 10 minutes while you're trying to work, you'll be torn away from your flow state each time. Distractions will be shattering your ability to focus. Another thing is keeping temptations far away. If you can see donuts in your peripheral vision, this will be tempting. Even if you do not submit to the donut temptations, you will be using your willpower to fight the urge to go have a snack. This is counterproductive because we human beings have a limited amount of willpower each day. Imagine it like a fuel tank. When you first wake up, your fuel tank should be filled to the top. Though as the day goes by, your willpower drains away, even on the smallest things, by the way, like the question of what to wear and what to have for breakfast. At the end of the day, normally your willpower fuel tank will be at its lowest. That's why you don't see people come back from their 9-to-5 jobs and start working on very difficult tasks. Most people, especially the people who use their willpower on dumb things throughout the day, get home and barely have willpower left in their fuel tank. And they're the ones who are the most likely to indulge in instant gratification. When the willpower fuel tank is super low, temptations just become too hard to fight, and we give in. This is why make sure your work environment is free of any distractions and temptations that will be taking away from your willpower and focus. These things can include food, snacks, talkative people, people getting you pissed off, noises, your phone, TV. Don't keep a TV in your workspace, or a video game console. You get my point. Just make sure there's nothing fun around you, because if there are any fun things around, your brain will be fantasizing about getting instant gratification and dopamine, and your consciousness will have to be constantly battling against your brain, therefore depleting your willpower fuel tank very quickly. Step 2, schedule. Without setting goals, you won't know where you're going. If you're in your car and you want to reach the city center, you'll have to know which roads and highways to take. You need to have a direction. It's the same with goals you want to achieve. Whether short-term or long-term goals, you will need to have a to-do list to schedule so that you'll know where exactly on earth you're going. I suggest writing your big goals, which may take years, and make sure they're important to you. Also, make sure you keep the list somewhere where it doesn't get lost and where you can easily get back to it in case you get distracted and need to remind yourself about what your priorities are. Afterwards, figure out what are the smaller steps, even the micro steps you'll need to take to push yourself in the direction of your big goals and dreams. Let me give you an example. Let's say Mary wants to become Miss Canada. This is her big overwhelming goal, but to achieve it, she will have to put in the work. Her steps towards reaching her goal may look like getting in shape, growing long and healthy hair, getting a glow up, and adopting maybe feminine classy etiquette and manners, and obviously applying to the Miss Canada contest. There might be more steps, I just don't know. Anyways, nice, Mary needs to get a glow up, but what are the micro steps? Mary can't just get a glow up simply by thinking she wants to get a glow up. She will have to add some practical steps into her to-do list. For example, her daily checklist can be, for instance, wake up, go to the gym, healthy breakfast, hair mask, vitamin E skin treatment, healthy lunch, yoga class, attend class with femininity coach, a healthy dinner, sleep early. Do you understand what I mean? Big goals should be dissected into smaller and smaller steps. We can't just eat a large piece of steak all at once. By the large piece of steak, I mean the overwhelming big goal. However, if we cut the steak into little pieces, then it's more possible to consume. When we see those smaller, digestible pieces of our bigger goal, reaching the goal just becomes far more doable and less overwhelming. Now I want a steak. 3. Lift heavy rocks first. Remember what we said about willpower? That the willpower fuel tank is the fullest first thing in the morning. That is why lift heavy rocks first. What I mean is, finish off your most difficult tasks first thing in the morning. The task most difficult to start and to complete should go in the beginning of your to-do list. Keep the easiest tasks for later during the day, because your easier tasks will not require as much willpower. Use your willpower wisely. If you're finding this video useful, subscribe for more life-changing productivity and creativity hacks. Step 4 to being more productive most of your day. Zen mode. Hands off. None of your to-do lists will work well if you have your phone around you while you're trying to work. This is why I personally use a phone blocker app called Zen mode. I'm 100% sure every device with App Store or Play Store has different types of app blocker apps. I think there was this one called Focus Time. Anyways, what this does is you set a timer for how long you want to focus, and then your phone is completely blocked. You can only receive or make calls, and it differs from app to app. In Zen mode, I can only make emergency calls. This is crucial. Phones are some of the worst distractions because they keep pinging and your brain will keep trying to convince you to check your phone because of fear of missing out and because your brain wants a quick hit of dopamine. Don't give your brain the satisfaction of ruining your focus and plans. Another way, if you want to receive phone calls, is shut off your net and then place your phone somewhere out of reach, out of sight, but where you could hear it. If you want to be beginner level productive, turn the notifications off from your apps, but this won't help much because you can still open it. It's not foolproof. Make sure there is no way for you to get distracted at all. By the way, the best way I found paired by Zen mode is having no apps on my phone, except for a messaging app, Uber, and the essentials like Maps. They can't be deleted anyways. Make sure your brain can't trick you into wasting time. Make sure there's nothing there. When there's nothing fun or distracting in your workplace, you'll be forced to work because there's nothing else to do. Unless if it's directly work to your work, stop checking email and notifications because this will only interrupt your flow state and your work. It takes us over 15 minutes to get back into flow state where we're fully immersed. It takes a while to get back in, and that's why distractions are so damaging. 5. Get rid of brain fog. Brain fog is when your brain is hazy instead of sharp. It means you feel tired, confused, have a lack of focus, lack of motivation, and have low mental clarity. Some sources say brain fog is caused by computers and stress and lack of sleep. Yes, that's true, but do you know what also gives you stress and bad sleep? Caffeine. I have an entire video on my channel about caffeine. Also, one of the main reasons for brain fog is having inflammation in your body. If your body is inflamed, so is your brain. Inflammation is caused by acidic and processed food, alcohol, sugar, dairy, refined carbs. If you want proof, I will leave a link. If left untreated, brain fog can impact the quality of your life, cognitive ability, your focus, your mood, and more. Brain fog is a genuine sign your body isn't healthy. If left unresolved, later in life, you'll probably develop Parkinson's disease, memory loss, Alzheimer, and more. For the people who don't believe me, I will leave a research link to back my statement. What do you do if you want to make your body and brain clear again? Just go on a low inflammation diet. Give it 1 week. Actually commit this time, no cheating, and you'll be shocked because you'll feel completely different. Resolving brain fog is very important because how can you work and achieve things if your brain is mostly offline or working at 30% capacity? Fix your brain fog and get your brain up to 99% performance. Step 6. Identify when you're most productive. Everyone's different, therefore I don't think the best plan would be to copy someone else's work routine. Some people work best in the morning, while others hit their productivity peak after lunch. Identifying when you're most productive and then organizing your daily schedule to make the most out of these peak times is a great way to increase productivity. Let me recap the headlines. To be productive 98% of your day, optimize your environment, have the least possible distractions and temptations, schedule, lift heavy rocks first, don't let your devices distract you, resolve brain fog, discard bad lifestyle habits in order to increase mental clarity, and figure out when you're most productive, tailor your daily routine towards this. This was it for today. Tell me in the comments section which point you found most helpful. See you in the next video.